Hello and welcome to my channel Skyrise Astro. Thank you for joining me today and I hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to talk about the Cancer, the sign of Cancer, the horoscope for the month of February. This month mostly affected will be your 7th, 8th and 9th house. Nice. Let's start. So, until the 20th of February, dear Cancer, the Sun will transit the sign of Aquarius in your 8th house. The first thing to remember is that the ruling sign of your second house is Leo. In this sense, money has a special place in your life, not as a philanthropist, but as a person who wants to be financially independent so that he or she can enjoy and own everything they desire. During the period of this transit, however, your financial picture is controversial. For if there is a positive influence, you may be able to improve your existing financial situation through third parties, such as life partner, financing, loans, and so on, or reach compromises in cases of debt. On the other hand, if there is a negative influence, you may be pressed for money you try to lose through a bad investment, or even later, it may turn out that you opened a savings account at an inopportune time, your intervention in inheritance matters, and so on. Sorry. Another case of unpleasantness is that which confronts you with your sexual needs as you realize that they are not being met at the level of your own expectations. More often than not, you lose a person to whom you are emotionally attached, formally or practically. From the 20th of February until the end of the month, the Sun will transit in Pisces in your ninth house. This is a time when money spent pays off. For example, to learn a foreign language, to enroll in a university abroad or in another distant city, or for a pleasant mystery, a religious ceremony, a wedding, a festive event, importing goods from abroad, and so on. But it is not only the money, it is also that your interests during these days give you the optimism that you can, as long as you are legal, you can hope for a better social acceptance precisely because you are a trustworthy person with human sensibilities. Let's go now to Mercury. So, Mercury, here it is, will stay in the sign of Capricorn in your 7th house until the 5th of February. Unless useful secrets are revealed to you concerning your life partner, your business associates, a lawsuit concerning your competitors, a malicious act attempt against you, or you are involved in some way in an artistic event for charity or other purposes, this transit does not create optimistic prospects. During the time your seventh house is active from it, you may be involved in wars for any of the above reasons. You may also be notified or informed of the termination of a partnership, be summoned to give evidence or testify in a formal court, be accused by someone of gossiping, revealing secrets, being involved in intrigues, and so on. Mercury, after that, will transit Aquarius in your 8th house from the 5th to the 20th of February. It is a difficult transit, if not difficult, then mysterious. This is because all the thoughts that exist in your subconscious, however negative they may be, Instead of finding a way to banish them, you turn them into thoughts of passion or perhaps revenge. In this case, of course, you remember the popular, well, maybe you don't remember it. We say it here at the Mediterranean, if you don't suffer, you don't learn. So you learn that empathy also activates the less pleasant feelings of others. In general, this is a time when you, even if you are not yet worried about serious problems, your pessimistic thoughts are enough to darken your soul. However, if you are susceptible to marginal situations, try to avoid getting involved in immoral activities. In general, try to avoid resources and people who are dangerous to your reputation. Also, when Mercury is negatively affected by other planetary influences, especially the slow planets, avoid getting involved in fraud, sorcery, and treachery. Similarly, guard against much more than communicable diseases and those related to the sexual system. From the 20th of February until the end of the month, Mercury will transit the sign of Pisces in your ninth house. So, uh, in this case, and since this transit is not subject to negative interference, it gives you the opportunity to use your mind in a variety of ways. Multiple exercises are often useful here, as your subconscious mind will guide you to the right place. Whether you are guided by your intellect or by your intuition, which plays an important role alongside the sign ruling your 12th house, the ability to maneuver helps you in many ways to prove yourself a prophet or a teacher. Generally and always in good transit, you think charitably, you take a serious interest in your friend's money, your grandparents' health, your employer's travel progress, your partner's health if he's traveling, and so on. You're also interested in things that relate to your metaphysical concerns and anything that awaits an answer after investigation. As you also decide to do things for your personal safety, you may sign some contracts with security services for night guards, alarms, and so on. The negative side of the transit may cause you concern because of some minor or major transgression on your part. Also, distortion of truth and reality, which can come from intrigues and even from dreams you have while you sleep. Let's go now to Venus. Until the Here it is, Venus until the 17th of February, Venus will transit Capricorn in your seventh house. This is one of the transit that brings you close to many people. Of course, it also depends on the nature of the sign ruling the seventh house. So, since your seventh house is Capricorn, this transit has to do that with relationships that are more controlled. However, it is a pleasant time when there is good humor and pleasant relationships. This is why you often find that you have good friends who offer you their company, who ally themselves with you in certain matters and generally show their collegial or like-minded solidarity. It is also through these people, friends, colleagues, like-minded people and others that a flirtation may arise for you, hopefully. So, after that, from the 17th of February and until the end of the month, Venus will pass to the sign of Aquarius in your 8th house. Two of the main things that could upset you during this transit are a friendship in crisis and a wish not being granted. So, even if you are in control of your general behavior in friendship cycles at this time, your problem may arise because something unpleasant is happening to a friend. But your great longing for a meeting with a loved one, or something you want to achieve with a child, or money you hope to receive from a social contribution, may be some of the things that are part of your frustration. On the other hand, you may accept a gesture of a financial nature, mainly to help or to participate in social missions, usually to charitable institutions. Let's go now to Mars. Mars will be in Capricorn in your seventh house until Valentine's Day, the 14th of February. In any case, dear Cancer, with Mars as the ruler of your midheaven, your image to the outside world is that of a person with idiosyncrasies in your work. In short, in your profession, whatever your specialty, you are a general. But now, with this particular transit, some people may be tired of your leadership or aggressive behavior, or because they want to impose themselves on you to prove their own superiority. So they may find an opportunity, directly or indirectly, to put you in your place. Most of the time, the tension between you and others arises from social and professional issues. You usually feel wronged or insulted by the behavior of someone who is or thinks they are in a position of power over you. And of course, the more well known you are as a public figure, the harder your confrontation with other people can seem. Even if your relationships with your partner or close associates can become quite delicate if they don't appreciate your brand and expose it publicly through their behavior. From Valentine's Day, from the 14th of February until the end of month, Mars will transit in Aquarius in your 8th house. Most of the time, this transit makes you aware of who is mistaken about your professional development rather than through pleasant situations. Usually, they present themselves as friends and supporters, but as soon as they are given the opportunity, they project, even if silently, why you and not me, which causes you a certain amount of anxiety. It could also be that your financial transactions are reduced or that you need to replace some of your most important tools or that you have a dispute with the taxman, the insurer, or a public accountant, or even that tension and anxiety are created as a result of an unpleasant event that happens to your employer, a parent, a public figure on whom an important issue depends, and so on. It is also possible that as a freelancer, third parties may reduce the services you provide or the amount of money you receive from them. So that's all for the month of February, dear Cancer. If you want to have a look also at the yearly horoscope of your sign to have a complete picture of your horoscope, you can find the link in the description. Thank you for joining me again. I hope you enjoyed the horoscope for the month of February and have a nice day.